League of Legends highlights, powered by ArcaneBet.com. Bet live on esports.
Definitely been making a name for himself in the scrims, and other LPL teams respect him for it.
Something that has been banned a massive amount away from Cat, but now we get the chance to see it. Ooh, Xiao Al might be looking for a little bit more, but decides not to go for the second to the skies, as that's the ethereal chains and the fear from Cat and the drain and the ignite. First blood to Cat.
And this is why Cat gets the respect bans. Hold on.
Ooh, that's the pillar of filth onto Moyu. Xiao Al walks it up for a few autos, flashes it around, and juggles the aggro well. Hacker might die here. The triumph. Ooh, trades it back 1-for-1.
The shock blast from Xiao Al didn't connect onto the cannon, which is why Moyu was able to trade 1-for-1. Excuse me, the Gnar.
And Angel, he's got no flash. Korn is there, but he's on the wrong side of the wall. Fear sends him running right into Korn. The ethereal chain is not being used just yet. The snare will proc. They did manage to kill Cap, but the auto attack trades it back over as Angel goes down. Hacker is running XX down, leaps over the wall. No flash for Hacker. You're gonna look for the dive. Decides to back out, but Korn is still there.
Korn.
That's the distortion flash W. As he gets the mimic distortion and still goes in, tries to juke it around with the outplay, but Korn goes in and he gets collapsed upon. Too deep with no backup.
MVP minion. That was flashy, that was styling, and that was cool to watch.
Flipping all around to find that, though that does mean the bottom lane is undefended, as Suning sent a lot of members top to chase that play. First brick picked up by TOP in that bottom lane. Distributed by counting to 5, but this time they're on step 2. As Crowstorm over the wall, as you so eloquently cacawed. Kill picked up by Cat.
I'm a fiddlestick first. You know, if that's a traditional ADC, you park them into the mid lane, you attempt to start sieging or start pivoting control around Rift Herald, but it's Swain Fiddlesticks. So it's all about Cat, and it's all about the surprise party. How many walls is he going to get over?
Yeah, the classic Cat play style. I want to take this turret so that I can be unlocked, not for my carry to get more gold in other lanes. Cat and Moyu chasing up to Xiao Al. That's the fear. He's got no flash. Kiting it back even more. Flash slam. Moyu wants revenge. Moyu's gonna get it. Even Cat's taking the aggro to gift that kill over. Good guy Cat, but here comes Fury. Visions of Empire, but Jojo with the never move helps protect his carry. Still, he's holding onto that flag. Lots of Mia pings as Moyu steps up, and the pillar will miss. He leaps away, even the Realm Warp. Teleport coming in very late. That's actually coming in from Jojo. It is canceled as 3 members of Suning show themselves bottom. Now that means that mid is undefended and top only has 2. Break that down. Control ward in the pit for denial, but the tier 1 has already been taken bottom by Xiao Al. He's got teleport and is now free to join in with his team, but look at the damage. Unbreakable will.
You're going to push for more, especially as Cat is making his back, but there we go. All of the outer towers except for the top tower, which is just
close to even, about 1,000 gold ahead. Cat is, he's in it. He's right in there. They found him. That's the stopwatch used very early to try and reset this. Shirelia's and the Lamb's Respite to keep himself topped up. Korn over the wall, but the Fiddlesticks, he goes in! He wanted it! And he got absolutely destroyed as a result.
Suning have started to get their key itemization and their key levels on their key champions. So we're looking at Ryze, Jace, and Vladimir. Vladimir's level 10, 1 level away from 11, having 2 points in the ultimate. Ryze now has access to stacking his tier as well as his Roa, which it's more where maybe you start to lose focus, maybe you get a bit of that exhaustion.
Now we do get to see the top tier 1 finally broken down by TOP. All of those outers getting play from TOP. I'm not so sure they want to take the fight for this Baron now because Suning are still sitting on just about everything. Yeah. Sorry, the Dragon.
But in return, TOP managed to go over the wall and they get out. Yep.
Yeah, XX gets into the pit with Moyu in time and they take it for the rest of the game, and so that Suning can, or sorry, TOP can get 4 elemental dragons with double infernal and then take the Elder at 36 minutes in.
I mean, the nice thing is that TOP's 5v5 isn't weak.
Yes.
They have Swain, they have Gnar. But again, I feel like it's harder to execute on.
But here comes the rest of Suning. That's the Predator. And now TOP, they were the ones setting the trap, but they get it sprung on them. XX uses an early respite. But this is a fight on 2 fronts as teleport comes in. Korn steps forward onto Xiao Al. He's doing some good damage, and they actually did manage to kill Fury, though we did see Cat die on the back side. XX is still doing some work as Angel will assassinate him, but Moyu, he's ready. He's got the Gnar Slam, he's got the flash, leaps forward and finds 2. Pins another against the wall. Angel is in the back line, but he's got no one to support him as his front line has been obliterated by TOP.
And another duct tape fight from TOP, but thankfully Suning try to flank from so many different angles. They don't get a front to back, and they just get torn apart before any 5 members even show up.
And where do TOP keep getting all of this duct tape to pull these fights together? Suning try to take a long flank, but it gets stalled out, and TOP find the kills, pushing up to an inhibitor now. Angel is up. He's right there next to the minion wave, but can't step up against 3, especially with that much CC, and the inhib goes down. TOP open up the map.
And credit where credit is due.
Do my full horror movie scream on broadcast.
You already gave yourself away.
Yeah, it's pretty great. But now the tier 2 is being broken down.
So the cool thing here is now they recognize that Kone is strong enough. They see that he's topside.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, that's the pillar of filth. Cat is the target. He flashes back. Gets the Crow Storm over the wall. Yoon is the target. Gets silence onto Hacker. He managed to go for Fury, who gets silenced and flung back in by Moyu. He's stunned but cleansed. He will play heals him back up. Yoon gets one. Fury's in the back doing more damage, and he will go down. A double kill to XX as they chase it out. TOP again. Stop giving this team duct tape. Lands respite. A shout out goes back in. He dies, but he's able to trade 1 for 1. A good flank attempt from Angel to try to outplay Korn, but his team is there. It's just a numbers advantage. Finally, he locks it down, but that's a quadra kill for XX as TOP take the fight, and they're pushing for the Nexus.
The Kindred just means so much in these team fights. Moyu looks like a completely different player on the Gnar, and that's not a duct tape team fight. That's TOP just playing that much better than Zuni.
They're going to break it down, and TOP defeat the Gatekeepers, doubling the same number of their spring wins. As with the high 5, they close this series out.
And a very well-deserved high 5 there. The jungler and the top laner really were the difference in those last team fights. You looked at Sunin's composition, and I felt these late game team fights, they should be so easy for them. But even without Korn available in a 4v5, Suning were baited into overextending, couldn't get into the back line, and then every individual member of TOP did the right thing. Chocho was coming in with the Swain, doing his job to zone with his Zhonya's Hourglass. The Mega Gnar was always available when it needed to be. The perfectly timed Lamb's Respites to deny